Okay.
Thanks, JC. Thanks, Corey. Wow, Pikmin looks like a lot of fun. Hi, everyone. I'm Kay from Nintendo Treehouse, and I've got my colleagues Chico and Kendra here with me.
Chico!
Before we get started, I'd like to acknowledge that we are doing this remotely. So there might be some technical limitations, but we're asking for your patience
Chico
and understanding
returns.
as we work as hard as we can to bring you an
We're
amazing
watching
experience.
Chico play Breath of the Wild.
So today we're going to take a look at Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, which takes place 100 years before Breath of the Wild and tells the story of the Great Calamity and the events leading up to it, which really can only be told through the 1 versus 1,000 action of a Warriors game. We'll start off with a first look at Urbosa. I'm so excited.
Yes!
Chico, are you ready?
Dude.
Yes, I am. So
let's get started.
I'm so excited you get to play as Urbosa.
I'm playing as Urbosa right now, as you can see, and I'm actually inside the Hyrule town right now. And then it is a Hyrule Warriors game, so you will be using X and Y button to do weak and strong attack, and then also A. Oh wait, Iga Waymas is coming. Right now, the Hyrule town is under attack by Iga clan. I don't want to talk about why they're here, but the objective is I have to actually defeat all 3 Iga Blade Masters. So to do that, in addition to the usual Hyrule Warriors action, I have to use Rune to counterattack. And I can use, I just use the stasis now, as you can tell. But each character can use all 4 different runes in different occasions. So I need to focus on attacking him right now. So I'm gonna let Kay and Kendra talk about what's unique about Urbosa.
Great, thank you so much, Chico. Yeah, Urbosa's gameplay is
She has like
really
she has a
fun and
meter
exciting,
for her.
and, as you can see, it's focused on her ability to use an attack with lightning. She has a unique ability to charge up lightning, which is represented by the gauge at the top of the screen. And yep, she's charging it right there. And once it's charged up, she can actually use the lightning in addition to her strong attacks to kind of strengthen those attacks and do some really character specific stuff with it. She also uses lightning in her weak point counters and in her special attacks. And if Chico can get the timing right, after some of these big attacks where there's still some electricity lingering in the air, she can charge up her electricity super quick, which takes a lot of skill and a lot of timing, but it's very satisfying when you can pull it off.
Okay, so I'm running
and I just wanted to add too, aside from the gameplay that you're seeing, well, first of all, oh wait, no,
oh
my gosh,
dude,
there's a Korok.
There it is.
You can. There's Koroks hidden all over the place. That makes sense.
That you can find.
Jeez.
But this is the first time that people get to play as Urbosa, which is already super awesome. And
there better not be like 900 of them.
Probably looks pretty familiar to
losing
some
my
Breath of the
mind.
Wild fans.
Yeah.
And it's cool to see these places.
So great.
Pre-Calamity. But what I did want to say is fans can look forward to getting more backstory on these characters as well. You really get a good look at Urbosa's relationship to Zelda, and also more information about Urbosa's relationship to Zelda's late mother. So if you're like me and you love to get to know the characters and get to know them in ways that you didn't get to in Breath of the Wild, this game is your opportunity to do that.
She's a Beyblade.
That's right. It's really, there's a lot to unpack in here and a lot to see, and it's very thrilling for fans of Breath of the Wild to be able to take a look, a more in-depth look at this time in the story.
Bananas.
Right, and now we're taking a look at Zelda's
oh,
gameplay, which is also our first look, very exciting.
So
as you
her
can
moveset
see,
is
she
like
uses the runes as her
completely
main
based
attacks,
on the runes.
in addition to being able to
Like her
use
whole
them,
moveset is based on that.
just like everyone else, and she can create different combinations of runes to take out.
She can like put the
swarms
runes
of
together.
enemies. Oh my gosh! In a very unique way. It's so cool to
Yo,
see Zelda being able to take out these guys.
Yo.
Yeah, and for me, anytime Zelda gets to, you get to play as Zelda and annihilate enemies as Zelda, it's pretty much a win for me. Because
Oh my
Zelda in its own
gosh. There's
Yeah.
special is taking a
Well,
picture.
she's really fun to play as in this one. Nice work.
It's really funny.
Nice work.
I'm just gonna go back to Urbosa because she is my favorite.
She's great.
I know Zelda is great, but okay, so I
Urbosa's
have
also
to
great.
chase
But
after.
Urbosa.
Yes. I have to chase after the Iga people, so I'm gonna go after that to the location I'm told to go. There looks like there's a lot of people here.
And for people who are new to the Warriors series, as you can see, there are prompts on the screen that help guide you through the process of the
Yo.
gameplay and the action. But you also can turn those off if you want to.
So I'm at this location, and it looks like my objective is to defeat the enemies with loud attack. So I think I need to do. Oh, I can't use right now, but I will wait till my rune fills up first. But
Make some noise,
okay,
Chico.
so I'm going.
Do
I'll
it.
do that. Hold on. These guys are well.
This guy's really getting in your way. So as you can see, when you use the Sheikah runes, there is a little bit of a.
I like how
time
it's
for it to charge
unique
back up
for
before you
each
can
character
use it
when they
again.
use the runes, like what
Which is
happened.
very similar to how it worked in Breath of the Wild. Oh man, that was a gorgeous takeout right there. And the
So I
reason
guess I
for
did that.
using these loud attacks was to call forth a certain
Oh.
familiar monster.
Oh.
And there
Yeah.
he is. Oh man,
Now I get to fight and do a boss
I
fight.
think he's beautiful.
Yeah, he's too scary. And he's
Frickin'
coming after me, so
Moldolga.
I don't think I want to do this. Bye-bye.
Now let's go ahead and
That's it.
let's
No.
escape to the main menu while we can.
Oh, we don't get to see?
So we're gonna go
No.
back to the world map and show some of the gameplay between battles. Leveling up characters, strengthening weapons, and unlocking things. There it is.
Oh, yo,
Very
this is
familiar
cool.
Map of Hyrule. Chico, do you want to tell us a little bit about this?
Yeah, so if you ever play, like original Hyrule Warriors game or maybe different Warriors game, you might be familiar with how the menu looked like. You will go from chapter 1 to 3 type thing. But this one, you actually go through different chapters and locations using the map of Hyrule from the
It's a
Legend
good
of Zelda
touch.
Breath of the Wild. And when I first saw this, I was literally screaming because it was so gorgeous and I just loved it. And because it's a Hyrule Warriors game, when you're playing the stages, you collect a lot of different type of materials. So using those materials, you can unlock different locations on the map, like the stables, other training grounds, and even like different.
It'd be interesting to
dishes,
see how
you
some of these
can
places
cook.
look different in the past.
So one of the things I wanted to show
Before they were, like,
is
destroyed and stuff.
actually here, blacksmith. So it is a Hyrule Warriors game, so you will be collecting a lot of different weapons while you are in the stage. not like Breath of the Wild, you don't.
Yo,
The
Link
weapons do not break during the stage.
has
But you can use these
that's different.
weapons you collected to strengthen your primary use.
He's got some two-handed weapons there, which
you know,
means
right now I'm using this
we
sword.
might get to
There's other
see
different type of weapons I
him
can get and different way to use
use
it.
a different playstyle because he had a
I'm
different
gonna use,
playstyle with
my
the
sledgehammer, iron
spear.
sledgehammer, and fuse them with all the materials I got so far.
With the level
And I
1
think
soup
I'm-
ladle that you will not neglect. Don't you dare.
Okay, so I'm,
Okay. Whew. I was worried.
I shouldn't. Is it okay? It's okay.
No, use it.
Okay, so
Oh, yes, it's
you
okay.
can use up to 5 different weapons, and then you can strengthen. You of course have to use the rupees, so make sure you collect the rupees when you are in the stage 2. And now I have my sledgehammer leveled up to 5, so I can use that.
Okay. So we're gonna get to see Link with the sledgehammer.
Another thing is the materials you collected, you can make the dish. So let's see, this one is ready. So spurred fish dish. And you need the
There's
materials,
cooking.
5 fish,
Mhm.
so I have that trapped.
Yes.
So now I love that dish, so I can earn the recipe for chili fish stew.
I
Right,
love that
the
noise.
recipes can be used to give your characters a little bit of a buff before you go into battle.
Yes.
And there are a bunch of different types that have different effects, so it's pretty fun to collect them and see what they do. Yep, they
And
also
then, by
have
defeating the
Making a
By defeating
monster.
monsters and getting those materials, you can also turn them into these other
Link's
quests,
two-handed
which you can
skill
use to
with
unlock,
two-handed
bonus
weapons.
combos or extra health or other such things.
Oh.
But the thing I really like about these is that they have little stories that go along with them, little glimpses into the characters' lives between battles during this war. The one that we just did, for example, is about a young child in Hateno village who wants to build a monster dummy so that they can practice using a two-handed sword. And so Link actually brings the materials to make the dummy, creates this dummy, helps them build it, and then they train together. And that's how Link is able to come up with an extra move for his two-handed sword. And I love it because Link's from Hateno village. So it's a very cute glimpse into his life.
Okay.
Yeah, the world building
So-
is really excellent in this game.
I was just trying to think like how many different types
we
of
just,
weapons
strengthened
there
this
are.
two-handed I mean, sledgehammer is basically a two-handed sword
in-
type. So I'm going
'Cause we already
into the
know
training
the-
mission where I can
the
actually
rods
use
are
this
like
sledgehammer
items.
to showcase how the two-handed sword or two-handed weapon will work in
Yeah.
this game. And so I changed my weapon, and I guess I can change my tire.
Yo, we can
Yeah,
be
you
shirtless.
unlock different pieces of armor as you progress through the game.
Shirtless
And
Link?
You can,
You got the
equip or,
sledgehammer.
I guess,
You gotta go shirtless.
unequip them as and dress him up however
There you go.
want.
You look nice.
yeah,
What are you talking about?
This is
And
Link's,
also-
Well
training
played,
attire.
Chico. Well played.
And we also, this is the chili fish stewer we just got from the recipe location. So I
Can we do that
use
with all the different characters though?
Right, and
That's
every
my
character will react differently to the dishes that you cook for them. And some characters even have favorite dishes, and they'll say something different when you give them their favorite dish. So it's a lot of fun to try out a bunch of different recipes and see which your characters prefer.
Yeah, and if you watch the TGS live stream, you might have seen the cutscene where it's showing the tower actually raising from the
Mhm.
ground. And that tower is actually going to be a base for Link whenever he goes to the next mission. So I think you just saw him kind of like warping from the tower to that new
Who's that
location
first
where I'm
figure?
going to be showcasing the two-handed sword training mission.
Right.
Without
so
a
yeah,
shirt on.
it is a training mission without
Hey! Don't judge me.
I mean,
Oh, there's no
the two-handed
judgment.
sword is a lot of
If
work.
anything, I just feel bad for Link.
Okay, this is cool.
No, you know, he works
There's
up
less
quite a
fabric
slow.
than
Why?
That's
Like,
fighting.
why was the spear and now this looks so much cooler
Yeah,
than
so as you can
just
see,
using
this
a
is
sword?
training level, so you're fighting against a lot of Hyrulean soldiers, and using the two-handed sword, which, you know, aesthetically does look a lot like how it was used in Breath of the Wild.
Jeez.
In this game, it's slower but more powerful than the one-handed sword. But the fun thing about it is that he can use the unique action
I love
to
that.
strengthen his strong attacks.
Spit on
in
your
exchange,
hands.
he takes a little bit of temporary damage,
Like this.
like that. And in order to heal that temporary damage, you can press X to consume a meal in the middle of battle.
Yo, what?
And
This is
I
so
love
cool
the
because
animation
they're literally
of
at like
eating.
Lon Lon Ranch
Yeah, let's
right
Yeah, I
now.
love the animation for him eating.
Let's
Yeah,
get near
if
some
she'll do it
enemies.
for us.
Sorry. I was focused
Oh,
on
get near some enemies. Oh no, not quite. Okay.
Yeah,
so
I wonder if
one of
if there's
those
gonna be
is highly aggressive. And
the horse
if
move
Chico
set.
doesn't near some enemies, then we will see what happens.
Last Hyrule Warriors game had
And
that.
hopefully we'll get an opportunity to show you that because I love it.
Nom nom nom.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Yeah.
like-
It is. Okay.
Wait, what was he eating?
Aggressive food eating.
I love
with
it.
Shockwave blast, sending the soldiers flying.
I love that they included that in this game as part of the actual fighting style for the two-handed sword. I think it's a great homage to Breath of the Wild and people who played it like I did, which is to say having a stockpile
Gotta
of
take that-
apples or something
That
in
meter down.
my inventory so I could chow down when I'm being blown back by a
There you go,
strong
there you
attack
go.
that did lots of damage.
Weak point. Get it. Wait.
You can aggressively
Oh,
eat
they
your
did.
apples and send those soldiers
Aggressively eat your apples.
Oh,
It's
there
the
were
only way to
apples?
eat apples
Is
in
that
this
what it
game.
was?
If you burn.
Alright, how many
apples,
KOs do
you
we
can
have?
actually get grilled apples too.
Oh yeah.
So I have to take
Alright.
70.
71.
Yeah, we're getting there.
It looked like you got some banana. It looked like there was a banana in that.
I'd also like to point out that this location is very familiar.
Yeah, it's
it
Lon Lon
appeared
Ranch.
as ruins in Breath of the Wild, but now, before the Calamity, it's in its heyday. And it's very cool to see what it looked like before it got destroyed.
Yeah, and
Nice
Chico,
one,
maybe you can
Chico.
show us some lightning rod action.
What? Hold on.
Oh yeah, we did get to see the ice rod
This
before.
one? Woohoo!
Yeah.
that one.
Poor soldiers. Wait,
You can do it. So, as you can see, what
You're gonna
she's
die
timing her
before
attacks for when that weak point gauge comes
the
out.
weak point gauge.
The big strategy against these stronger enemies is to cut down that weak point gauge and create an opening so you can do counter attack, which can be very powerful.
Okay.
Nice
A
one.
little bit more.
I need a big group of soldiers to
Yeah, there was definitely some bananas in that one.
I love the two-handed sword so much. I think it's my favorite.
Oof,
so
that looks awesome.
Satisfying, you know, to just
It goes in the air, starts
slam
spinning.
through all of these enemies, you know, these thousands and thousands of enemies. And also to like take a little break to have a snack here and then.
Yo,
It's a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
This is my
only a
favorite
minute
part.
remains,
I'm
Chico.
hoping we can.
Come
I know
on.
your favorite
show some,
is
show some
the
flurry
Zelda.
rush too. Oh, of course.
I'm trying! I suck at this thing!
No, you
What?
don't.
No, you don't. You're doing great. You're almost there.
Come on, Chico.
You need to find another one of those.
Few more.
captains.
Wow, he's no
There you go. You should have it here. There you go.
Yeah,
Nice.
done.
Daruk.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the big boy.
It's Daruk.
He's my favorite.
Oh,
It's cool. He's very heavy moving character too. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
He moves surprisingly quickly for someone of his size, though, I have to say.
Yeah. Oh.
The
You can
man,
do it,
the man
Chico.
eats
I'm
rocks for
rooting.
breakfast,
He's
lunch, and dinner.
I mean, like, he's like 3 times
Oh my
bigger than me.
goodness.
Oh my gosh. That looks like a little bit of rough play for training.
They take their training very seriously.
Very strong.
Nice work.
Ah! Take
Nice
that.
Yeah,
work.
wow.
Man, you made very quick
You
work
took
of
'em out really
Drew. Good
fast.
job.
Yeah, you did.
I love that
All
the
right,
little,
let's cut away from this for a
the
second.
little
We
dude is
have
following
one
her
other thing
around.
we'd like to show you. Chico's got to set it up though. I love Daruk. He's so great. He's such a
Well, and it's really,
fun character.
yeah, and it's cool to see all the various characters, you know, that we know and love from Breath of the Wild, but seeing them in this different setting and seeing all of their special moves and how those differ. I do really like seeing that, and I'm excited for what we're about to show you as well, you, the viewers.
Yeah, it's great. It's an amazing thing that they've done with this game to bring us into this era, you know, pre-Calamity, and show us all these characters and show us the intricacies of how they interact and how they perform in battle. It's stuff that I think personally, as a fan of Breath of the Wild, I wished for so hard, was the chance to be able to see these guys in their prime. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and not to bring the soup ladle up too much, but I do want to say I love that they included the soup ladle. You know, that they're bringing it back, and we see those same touches from Breath of the Wild in this game. And Chico mentioned that the weapons aren't breakable, so you really could, you know, equip that soup ladle if you wanted a serious challenge. You could fight with the soup ladle.
Serious.
You could
You know,
use
yes,
weapons to
choose your
make
own
the soup
adventure.
ladle stronger. Yeah. I love it. I love that when you use
Okay.
the soup ladle, you got the pot lid as a shield too.
More Impa,
All right, so
Totally.
we're looking
who
at
is
Impa
really
now.
cool, as we saw before.
Yeah. So what I want to show is in the distance, but I need to take care of these guys first because these guys just in
Nice.
my way.
Oh, she forget to turn the audio back on.
So
There we
obviously,
go.
this is a new depiction of Impa
Yeah.
that we're seeing here. But Chico is about to show us just what Impa is capable of in the
Oh,
gameplay.
is there stuff that they literally didn't show us
I love
before? I
her.
wonder.
I love
Hey, Bree,
Impa
what's
so
up?
much. I think
How you
she's
doing?
so much fun to play. She's so quick.
They must
and
have
she has
had
these
parts of the
different,
moveset. What?
Jutsu attacks.
She-
She uses like the summoning of the frog. And the
They just
movement
they
creates
did just kind of go full on
You did.
Naruto with
That was an
Impa,
impressive
like
use
no
of the
question.
electric rod, I
Like
have to say. And here we have a
as if the comparison wasn't already there. Like
I love
can
it.
summon a
So,
frickin'
yeah, as I was
frog.
saying, Impa's gameplay, being able to absorb those symbols to create the clones and then strengthen the strong
yeah,
because
because what we saw from the
it's really fun. Takes a lot of
the
strategy
TGS
and
presentation is that she can summon the clones and stuff, but we didn't see
Nice.
that before.
and you can see her Sheikah rune usage does differ from the other characters we've looked at today too.
Half the time limit
You
remains.
can do it. So we discussed earlier
is
the
ready.
usage of runes in order to create openings to counter strong enemies. And it's even more
Oh, you're moving.
important that you do that when fighting these big monsters too, because if you get the timing right on these, just like
Nice.
that, you can create
like
these
that.
great dramatic openings for yourself. And it really is vital that you get these weak point smashes in because they do so much damage. And it can really make it easy to, or easier, I should say, to take these guys out.
To take out the poor Hinox that was just having a nap, minding his own business,
I don't
doing
know
his own
about that.
thing. Well, I mean, I would be grumpy too if I got woken up like that.
That's fair.
Yeah, I love how it stops him like right before he hits the ground.
Nice work,
Chico's
Chico.
making short work of this guy.
She really is.
I love that flying squirrel move.
Flying squirrel.
The maniacal laughter, yes.
You guys
Nice.
can out.
I mean, she really just does look
Alright,
like
I think that's
Alright.
all the
Haya.
time we
Like,
have left for
it makes a
today.
lot of
Let's
sense.
stop beating up on this poor Hinox and let him go back to his nap.
Ooh.
Alright. Thanks everyone for tuning in. This was Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, which releases Friday, November 20th. We hope you enjoyed it. We sure did. And have a great day. Bye-bye.
Alright, I made it through. That was a lot. That was a lot of videos.